Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Okay, so I trying to stay on task, inshallah biiznillah, and keep more videos coming, and I'm gonna do a little talk later, inshallah, later on this week. um inshallah. And so this is what something I wanted to show you ladies. So this is something I got from demilearning.com. It was about 39 bucks. And Demi Learning is a company that does spelling you see and math you see. And depending on how long you've been in the homeschool arena, you will kind of have heard those names. So this year, I like I said before, I'm going to be doing Bookshark with my kids, and Bookshark doesn't have their own math curriculum, and they also have some things that they recommend add on. So I did get most of the add-ons and some of my own, and I'm going to send you ladies a video of everything all together and then everything separate and all of that. So this is part of that. So a complaint that a lot of people had about Matthew C is that it didn't have very much math fact mastery. And for that, what I did use for my kids was extramath.org, and that is free and it is very good. It sends you, the parent, reports as to how they're doing, what facts they're getting, what facts they're not. It really tests them, and it's on the computer. So I have a keyboard with the numbers there, so they can very quickly just put in their answer, and they got to be like this with it. So, but because it's on the computer and everybody's like, I don't have, it's like two computers that they're allowed to use for their schoolwork, and sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. Anyhow, this is the solution that Matthew C has come up with, and it is called A.I.M. Okay. um and it's just for addition and subtraction. I am assuming that they're also going to put out one for division and multiplication, because even within maths, you see, the guy Mr. Demi, he always goes on about how maths and addition are kind of family, and multiplication and division are family. So maybe they'll have one for multiplication and division, but this is what they have now. I've never used the maths you see maths. I do have it. I have primer, I have alpha, never used it. So I'm looking forward to this, inshallah. So what it came with these, not in a Ziploc bag. It came in a proper little, like well wrapped up tight type situation, and I took it all out and put them in a Ziploc bag. Okay. And it has kind of three of each of their blocks. So 3 9 blocks, 3 10 blocks, um, so on and so forth. So I just put them in a Ziploc bag so they can stay in here. And this box is not, it's not the flimsiest, but it's not gonna last forever either. So I'm going to inshallah get a go to the container store with it all and see if I can get a container or something, storage box, to keep everything together. So it came with those. It also came with colored pencils that correspond to the blocks, including the hundreds blocks. So there's a red pencil. I don't think you're going to be needing 100 blocks for this, which is why they didn't give it to you, but it's a red pencil in there. And I do have a full set of the blocks anyway, which I'll show you ladies later, because I'm going to be doing a primer review, because I'm using primer with my my youngest student, not my youngest child, my youngest student. And then it came with this book, which we will also I've been doing some writing. um my daughter's pencil, I label all the kids' pencils with colored duct tape. They're all color coded, so their pencils each have duct tape to their color. Yep. Anyhow, so it came with this. It also came with, there's an online, some video explanation for each lesson. Okay, so I blocked out my code, and so you kind of log in and you get the digital pack access to what you purchased, and then 3 lessons for every the first 3 lessons for each of the math, you see levels. You can just, so you can kind of take a look and see what each of them are, which I think are already on YouTube anyway. So you kind of go on their site. Like if you got a coupon code for 50% off or something and you kind of pretend to purchase it, you put in your code and whatever. So that's basically what happens with this. You're going to go on, you're going to purchase the A.I.M digital pack. You're going to put in your code, it's going to come to 0, and you're going to complete your purchase. You don't have to enter your credit card information or anything. You just get it free. And that is that. Okay. You also get this, some posters, and I'll show you the posters. And we used this. We did do the first lesson, and we used all those posters in the first lesson, most of them. So these are the posters that you get. I can't pick up everything. I'm doing this one-handed. So these are the posters that you get. Some of them are back and front, and some are not. And it just shows your child, this is equal to that, and even if it's written lengthways or vertically or horizontally, it is going to be the same thing. Don't care how it looks, and then they kind of show them how to really appreciate the blocks. I say, like, look at when I did this with my kids, like I said, we've never done math, and I showed them the blocks and visually how it works and adds up, and they were like, whoa. It wasn't just toys to them. So these are some of the things that you get on your cards. We did cards number 1 to 11 in the first lesson. So this was a card that we did and kind of worked out each of them. And it's the same thing on the video. The video for the first lesson was super short. So then after all of that, you get these mastery cards. And initially, this is the thought process that I went through, was I'm going to laminate this so that I can just use for each of the kids and then cut with the scissors where it's perforated, because it's not super, you can hear it, it's not very light, but it's not the thickest paper either. Like, see, I already put a little dent in it. So my regular cardstock is thicker than this, and I purchased 110 gram cardstock, and this is definitely not 110 gram cardstock. But then I realized that it has these 3 stars, which, like when we did the good and the beautiful, we had to separate the cards and separate all the stuff to mastered, learning, and not learned yet, or still not done. Then this is basically sort of what they want you to do. So what I'm going to need to do is figure out how I can keep a track of each of what the kids are learning. So I might just photocopy and cut out for each child, which I don't think they recommend doing. Let's see what I say here. This is for the blank stuff. Okay. Inshallah ta'ala, it's not going to be copyright for me to say this, but I'm going to photocopy this and color in the stars and give each child their own set. Otherwise, because to purchase all of this, I don't see them selling this separately on, like, just the cards separately, so you could purchase additional sets for each child. And I don't need this for each child. I really don't. I just need this for each child. So we shall see, inshallah. So that is my plan. And then once I've made copies for my kids on my cardstock, then I will laminate their sets, or not laminate, and just, because you kind of need to color these in. So if I do laminate, maybe hole punch. But then if it's going to be run through, do I need it laminated? Questions. Maybe you ladies can help me in the comments. So that is basically all that you get. Let us go through the teacher's book. Use that to like a little prop. So in the resource guide, first page, you get your table of contents. There we go. Make that a little brighter so you ladies can see. And then I don't want to make this too long, showing you too much detail in each. So this is basically what to do with your stars. What to do with those stars. So yeah, and then we have our resource guide, the things that came with it physically. There we go. That's a little better. A digital toolbox, which is stuff that you get once you do the sign in and you do your coupon thingy. Before you begin, yeah, you want to watch that video, because after I taught the lesson, then I watched the video, and the kids were like, we just said that, we just did all that, and the video was like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, if even so long. But of course, with something like this where it's mastery, you want to keep up on it. You want to do it every day, because it's kind of a you snooze, you lose. So you don't want to begin doing stuff with them today, Monday, and then next week, Monday again, because then you're going to find yourself always starting from scratch. It's like when you're learning to read Quran and you keep doing it over and over again, you're going to keep starting at Alif. You know, because by the time you start 6 months later, you're going to be like, your teacher's going to be, it's been a second, let's go over this again. And you're going to always be at Aleph as opposed to moving forward. It's like working out, isn't it? And so each lesson has a session A, session B, session D. And so I'm thinking it's a lesson a week, and you can do session A one day, take a break before you continue to B. So then next day, session B, take a break. Next day, session C. If you have a fast learner, you're running through it, then like I said, take a break. And then the same day, you can go back and do the other sessions. But here, aim, what, how, why, and here we go. And this would be basically our next session. And so it continues on like that all the way through. You see I'm skipping lesson 10, session A, it's a little longer, session B down, and then session 11. So this is a little longer, and it's math mastery that they're going to see, so they'll have a visual to kind of play back on. They do not give you this chart, so you could, I don't know if it's provided on the digital platform. I haven't looked. I'll probably look in the I'll mention in description, but this probably is a chart they'll give you in your thingy online, in your extra stuff that you can print out online, extra activities. Okay, all right. Inshallah ta'ala, that has been helpful. Like I said, this is a brand new program that they've just brought out to kind of complete their curriculum and help people with things that people are complaining about. So the people who were complaining, oh, there's no mastery, now there is mastery in Matthew C. Like I said, I've got a bunch of other videos coming up for you ladies. This is my essentials in writing. I'm going to show you ladies that this is my Matthew C, spelling you see, sorry. I have Matthew C. I'm going to go through my book chart and how I have kind of edited my book chart to be more Islamic. Inshallah bi'ithnillah. And I would love to hear from you ladies. What do you think I could do extra? What could be added on? So on and so forth. All right, have a great day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.